Scattered across the planet are the stones that look laser-cut or pillars standing where gravity is at 14,000 feet. These aren't just geological flukes. They're mysteries etched in stone. What forces shaped them? And what secrets do they still hold? In today's video, we uncover 15 of the most mind-bending rock formations Earth has ever hidden. Let's start. Singi Deara in Madagascar is a striking limestone forest covering over 600 square kilometers. Its name, meaning where one cannot walk barefoot, reflects the sharp, needle-like peaks, some up to 150 feet tall, that define the landscape. Formed over millions of years by rainwater erosion, the area features deep cracks, caves, and narrow canyons requiring ropes and ladders to explore. The hike offers dramatic views across the vast stone forest. Singi Deara is also rich in unique wildlife, including Deccan sifaka, a lemur that leaps gracefully among the spires. The forest shelters many plants and insects found nowhere else. The Grand Singi is its most famous section, known for towering formations and adventurous trails. But Madagascar isn't the only place where stone defies logic. What if I told you there's a tower in the US so bizarre that it became the first national monument? Devil's Tower rises over 860 feet above the plains of Wyoming. Formed around 50 million years ago by volcanic activity, it is made of cooled molten rock that never reached the surface. Erosion later exposed its massive hexagonal columns, making it one of the world's most distinct geological features. Its unique shape draws climbers, with the first ascent in 1893 using a wooden ladder. The Durance route, created in 1938, remains popular today. The site is sacred to Native American tribes like the Lakota, Cheyenne, and Crow, who tell legends of giant bears carving their grooves. Known as Bear Lodge or Bear's Tooth, it remains a place of prayer and offerings. In 1906, President Theodore Roosevelt declared it the first United States national monument. Covering over 1,300 acres, it offers hiking trails like the 1.3-mile Tower Trail and is home to diverse wildlife. Devil's Tower also gained fame in the 1977 film Close Encounters of the Third Kind. If you had the chance to climb Devil's Tower, would you dare to take the same route as those brave pioneers in 1893, with just a wooden ladder? Or comment and chat with me. I think that was strange. Wait until you see a rock in the Saudi desert that's been split in two so perfectly, you'd swear a laser was involved. The Al-Naslaa rock formation in Saudi Arabia's TMA oasis is famous for its sharp, clean split that looks almost man-made. The two halves rest on small pedestals, making it a stunning sight. Made of sandstone, it has puzzled geologists, with theories ranging from wind erosion and tectonic shifts to thermal effects and ancient fault lines. Yet the true cause remains unknown, adding to its mystery. The TMA oasis has a history stretching back thousands of years. Once a vital trade and settlement hub, it was inhabited as early as the Bronze Age. Historical records from Assyrian and biblical sources mention it, and the area is rich in rock art that reveals its past. Now let's journey to Russia, where monolithic stone sentinels rise from the wild like ancient guardians, untouched for millions of years. In the remote Komi Republic of Russia, the Manpupuner rock formations, known as the Seven Strong Men, stand tall at 30 to 42 meters. These granite pillars, formed over 200 million years ago through tectonic pressure and erosion, rise above the eroded landscape of the northern Ural Mountains. Local legends say they are 7 giants turned to stone by the gods. Reaching Manpupuner is challenging. It requires a long hike or a helicopter ride. The popular hiking route from Silk spans 180 kilometers and takes 6 to 7 days. The journey offers stunning views, contrasting smooth granite towers with rugged forest terrain. Wildlife such as bears, foxes, and golden eagles add to the magic of this untouched wilderness. Ready for a coastline where the sea carved cathedrals from limestone? We're heading down under for a view that might just steal your breath. Before exploring, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, just hit the notification bell and hit that subscribe button. It helps this channel so much. And if you do that, I will do everything I can to make this show even better for you. Deal? Along Victoria's Great Ocean Road in Australia, the 12 Apostles are towering limestone stacks rising from the Southern Ocean, some reaching 160 feet high. Shaped over millions of years by wind and waves, they were once part of the mainland cliffs. Caves became arches, which collapsed into the striking stacks we see today. The name 12 Apostles was created in the 1920s to boost tourism, even though there were only 9 stacks, formerly called the Sow and Piglets. Today, only 8 remain after one collapsed in July 2005, a reminder of ongoing erosion. The stacks erode about 2 centimeters each year, hinting that new ones may form. Their contrast against the blue ocean is breathtaking, especially at sunrise or sunset, when golden light draws visitors and photographers from around the world. Speaking of towering marvels, there's a place in China where stone pillars stretch into the mist like something straight out of a fantasy film. Wulingyuan in Hunan Province, China, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its stunning sandstone pillars. Covering over 26,000 hectares, it features about 3,000 formations, some taller than 800 meters. Lush forests and deep ravines add to its surreal beauty. These pillars began forming around 380 million years ago during the Devonian period. Once a seabed, the land rose and eroded slowly through wind, water, and temperature changes. The area's durable quartz sandstone helps the pillars remain tall and slender. A standout feature is the Avatar Hallelujah Mountain, which rises over 1,800 meters and inspired the floating mountains in the movie Avatar. Wulingyuan includes several scenic areas like Yaji National Forest Park, Suaxi Valley, Tianzi Mountain, and the famous Zhangjiaji National Forest Park. Zhangjiaji Park is home to the first bridge under heaven, a natural rock bridge between 2 peaks with breathtaking views. Visitors can reach Wulingyuan easily via the nearby city of Zhangjiaji, accessible by air, rail, and road. A short bus ride leads to the park, where cable cars, elevators, and hiking paths help you explore. The best times to visit are in spring and autumn, when the weather is pleasant and the scenery is most vibrant. What if the sea carved an arch so dramatic it seems made for legends? Let's fly over to the windswept Faroe Islands to find out. Drangarnir, located in the Faroe Islands, is an extraordinary rock formation known for its stunning natural arch and towering sea stacks. Nestled between the islands of Vagar and Tindhólmur, Drangarnir features 2 prominent rock structures called Stóri Drangur and Litli Drangur. The arch connecting them is one of the most photographed landmarks in the region. Formed over millions of years, this geological wonder was shaped by the relentless forces of the North Atlantic Ocean. Powerful waves eroded the volcanic basalt rock, carving the arch and sculpting the sea stacks into their dramatic shapes. The erosion continues to reshape the area today. The name Drangur comes from the Faroese word drangur, meaning sea stack. Stóri Drangur, the larger formation, rises impressively above the smaller one, creating a striking natural sculpture that contrasts beautifully with the rugged coastline. The sea has more gifts in store, this time in New Zealand, where mysterious giant boulders appear like marbles from a giant's game. The Moeraki boulders on Cocoa Beach in New Zealand are giant, nearly perfect spheres scattered along the shore, creating a surreal scene. Each can be up to 3 meters wide and weigh several tons. Formed around 60 million years ago, they are concretions. Sediment slowly hardened around a core through a process involving minerals like calcite and quartz. Their cracked surfaces, called septaria, formed as the boulders dried, shrank, and filled with mineral veins. According to Maori legend, the boulders are remnants of eel baskets and other items from the wreck of the Aru canoe, linking the stones to ancestral stories. Set against a striking coastal backdrop, the boulders rest on the sand, sometimes partly submerged by the tide. Visitors can walk among them, admiring their size and natural beauty. As cliffs erode, new boulders continue to appear, showcasing nature's ongoing artistry. Now brace yourself for an otherworldly desert, where thousands of stone arches create one of the most surreal national parks on Earth. Arches National Park in Utah is home to over 2,000 natural stone arches. One of the most famous is Delicate Arch, which stands about 65 feet tall and spans 32 feet wide. Set against the El Mountains, it's a favorite for hikers and photographers. These arches began forming over 300 million years ago when the area was covered by a sea. Thick salt layers settled and were later buried by rock. As pressure built, the salt shifted, creating domes and ridges. Wind and water erosion then carved out the arches. Landscape Arch, the longest in North America, stretches about 290 feet and looks too thin to stand. Double Arch is another highlight, with one arch spanning 144 feet and rising 112 feet high. It's a popular spot for climbers. The Fiery Furnace, though not an arch, is a maze of narrow canyons and towering rocks. Guided tours help visitors explore this challenging but rewarding area. How about something a bit more fluid, stone shaped not by wind or heat, but by water's delicate persistence over millennia? Let's dip into Chile's ethereal marble caves. Hidden in remote Patagonia, the marble caves on General Carrera Lake are a natural wonder shaped by 6,000 years of erosion. Known locally as Cuevas de Marmol, they are carved from solid marble by the lake's turquoise waters. The caves include three main formations: the Marble Cathedral, Marble Chapel, and Marble Cave. These features, swirling patterns and vibrant colors, are created by the light reflecting off the mineral-rich lake. The Marble Cathedral stands out with its grand columns and arched ceilings, resembling a natural basilica. Sunlight filtering through the water creates brilliant displays, especially in spring and early summer when boats can reach deeper parts of the caves. To visit, travelers must go to Puerto Rio Tranquilo, a small town where boat tours begin. The lake journey can be rough, but it offers an up-close view of this natural masterpiece. Visitors are awed by the scale and beauty of the formations. As erosion continues, new marble boulders emerge from the cliffs, showcasing nature's ongoing work. If you're fascinated by Earth's strange past and the rocks that remember it, smash that like button like a tectonic plate collision. Time to head north, where basalt columns rise like a myth come true. What happens when lava, legends, and giants collide? The Giant's Causeway on the coast of Northern Ireland is a natural wonder made up of about 40,000 interlocking basalt columns. These formed around 60 million years ago when cooling lava from a volcanic eruption cracked into unique shapes with 4 to 8 sides. According to legend, the causeway was built by the giant Finn McCool to reach Scotland and challenge his rival. But when he saw how huge Banandiner was, he fled back to Ireland. His wife disguised him as a baby, tricking Banandiner into thinking Finn was enormous. Frightened, Banandiner ran back and destroyed the causeway. Beyond its geology and folklore, the area is rich in wildlife. Plants like sea spleenwort and thrift grow near the coast, while rock pools and cliffs support marine life and seabirds. Visitors can explore walking trails with scenic views, including the 33-mile Causeway coast. Now picture a stone tree standing alone in the Bolivian desert, sculpted by wind and time, defying balance and logic at high altitudes. Árbol de Piedra, or stone tree, is a striking rock formation in Bolivia's Salar de Uyuni Desert, part of the Eduardo Avaroa National Reserve. Standing about 23 feet tall, it looks like a twisted tree and is made of sandstone and quartz. Over many years, strong winds carrying sand shaped its narrow base and wider top. Sitting at 14,000 feet above sea level, the desert's dry air and sharp temperature shifts continue to erode the rock, slowly changing its form. Despite this, the stone tree remains standing and is a well-known symbol of Bolivia's natural beauty. The surrounding area features more unusual rock formations, colorful desert soil, and snow-capped Andes Mountains. It lies on the Altiplano Plateau, near the world's largest salt flat, the Salar de Uyuni. But the wildest shapes might just lie in Utah, where nature carves skyscrapers and amphitheaters not for humans, but for hoodoos. Bryce Canyon National Park in southern Utah is known for its tall, thin rock spires called hoodoos. Unlike a traditional canyon, it features natural amphitheaters carved into the edge of a high plateau. The hoodoos began forming about 60 million years ago during the Cenozoic era, when a lake left behind layers of mud, sand, and limestone. As the Colorado Plateau rose, these layers were exposed. Water entered cracks, froze at night, and broke the rock apart, a process called frost wedging. Rain also helped shape the formations. Their red, orange, and white colors come from different minerals, especially iron oxide. Famous spots include Thor's Hammer, a tall spire with a large capstone in Wall Street, where hoodoos cluster like skyscrapers. The Bryce Amphitheater offers stunning views at sunrise and sunset. The Navajo Loop Trail lets hikers walk among the hoodoos. The park also supports high-altitude wildlife, such as mule deer, mountain lions, and peregrine falcons. Its ancient bristlecone pines, some over 1,500 years old, add to the park's natural beauty. You've seen trees and towers. What about a wave made of stone? This formation in Australia is frozen mid-crash and holds ancient secrets, billions of years old. Wave Rock in Western Australia is a stunning natural formation that looks like a giant ocean wave frozen in motion. It rises about 50 feet high and stretches for over 300 feet near the town of Hayden, inside the Hayden Wildlife Park. Formed around 2.7 billion years ago, the rock took shape through flared slope weathering. Over millions of years, water and chemicals wore away softer rock at the base while harder layers stayed intact, creating its wave-like curve. Its surface shows black, red, and yellow streaks made by rainwater carrying minerals like iron and aluminum oxide. The rock also holds cultural value for the local Noongar people, who believe a rainbow serpent formed it as it moved across the land. Visitors can also explore nearby sites like the Hippo's Yawn, a rock that resembles a yawning hippo, as well as the Wave Rock Wildlife Park and Salt Pond, which highlight the area's natural beauty and wildlife. And finally, we end with a queen. In Taiwan, one elegant rock has become a symbol of natural beauty, and it's slowly wearing away. Can she be saved in time? The Queen's Head is a famous rock formation in Yilu Geopark, Taiwan, shaped like a queen's profile. Standing over 13 feet tall, it was formed through erosion, where softer rock at the base wore away faster than the harder rock above. Located on the Yilu Cape, a narrow peninsula stretching about 2 kilometers into the sea, the area features many unique formations like mushroom rocks, sea caves, and honeycomb patterns. These were shaped by wind, waves, and the region's special geology. The Queen's Head is a symbol of Taiwan's natural beauty and draws many visitors each year. Its elegant shape makes it popular for photos and art. But erosion continues, with the rock losing about 1 centimeter in height annually. To protect it, access is limited and erosion is closely monitored. Nearby, other fun shapes include the fairy shoe, which looks like a high heel, and marine bird rock shaped like a flying bird. These add to the park's appeal for nature lovers. Did one of these rocks blow your mind, or your travel bucket list wide open? Tell us your favorite in the comments. If you found today's video interesting, don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Your support is very important to us. Be sure to check out the next video appearing on your screen. You're sure to love the content we bring. Please leave a comment about which country you'd like us to explore next. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.
Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.